What's up guys, Maniacs here, and welcome back to the Town of Light. Now I know it's been a while since I played this game, I apologize, I was having so many problems with this game trying to get it to work. Finally have a solution. My graphic, it's just the drivers that I use, doesn't matter what driver I try to install, they just kept crashing, so now I had to go through like a workaround to get it to work, which isn't very safe, but fuck it, it's working. Alright, so, if you guys remember last time, when I got to this section, I don't even know how I did it. I was on more or less this path. If you guys notice, this game has a branching path. I don't know exactly what the difference between the paths are, but I've been consistent in the top path, so I figured why not, give going with the top path, continuing on with the top path a shot, because I've been on this path the entire way. Now, when I finished the last section, I didn't unlock this chapter, which is the chapter that I'm on right now. I didn't unlock chapter 14 up here. It was the one down here. So, I had to replay through chapter 13 again, and I thought maybe it was because I didn't get all of those things that were on the walls. I did it 3 times. I didn't get them, and somehow I unlocked the top chapter, so screw it. I've loaded into this one. This is the chapter that I'm on. I'm on this path technically still. I have no idea what the hell the difference between these chapters are, but I think I might be going for the bad one, because if you look down here, this one shows Renee and I'm guessing her friend like talking and laughing, and this one shows her scared and crying by herself, and this one shows the other one getting taken away, and this one shows them together. So I think I'm on the bad path, maybe. I have no idea, but I wanted to stay consistent with this. Plus I had to replay through chapter 13 anyway to get chapter 14 to unlock. Somehow I got this one up here to unlock, which is great, which is awesome. I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it, but whatever. Alright, let's continue on. Now, I kind of know what I'm going to do for the next, 5 minutes, because I was having so many problems with the game to work, and now it's working or whatnot, but I started to play the chapter, but apparently I was on this path because it was different. It wasn't giving me as much information, so I think this top path more or less gives you more backstory, and the bottom path is like depression or whatnot. So let's start off right here. This is where we ended the last part. I don't know if I read this last time, but I'm going to do it again anyway. Technically, she'll read it.
May 1942. In the past, the patient had expressed suicidal intentions, never carrying out her intentions. Yesterday, she injured herself badly, stabbing herself in the stomach with sharp, pointed scissors. Sedated, restrained, and transferred to a restraining cell. 10th May. Transferred to the agitated ward for observation. Isolation, insulin shock therapy. 25th September. Positive response to treatment. She replies to questions and remembers what happened, but doesn't want to give explanations. She claims to have memory lapses, entire days about which she remembers nothing. She appears to be anxious and seeks reassurance. She fears to have done monstrous things in the periods about which she has no memory.
Okay, so when I was working in the game itself, when I was doing the other path by accident, I didn't know I was on the other path, she didn't want to read that. She basically said, no, I don't want to know any more information, I don't want to read this, we're just going to move on. So that's why I loaded back into this one and started the whole episode up again. So I apologize for that, guys. So I've been having so many problems with this game, and I finally found a workaround for it. For whatever reason, NVIDIA's drivers suck, asshole. They don't spend enough time on them or whatever. There's nothing wrong with my graphics card. It's not that. It's just the way that the hardware works with the driver. It doesn't like it. Don't understand why. It would be nice if they spent more than 5 minutes on a goddamn driver. So now I'm basically running my driver in debug mode, and that seems to work, which is fucking retarded that I have to do that, but whatever. It's just so frustrating, all the problems that I've been having, and then finally it's just this one little simple solution. I didn't actually look over here last time. So, yeah, I kind of know what I'm going to be doing for the next minute or two, just because I knew that I was on a different path, because before she would explain anything, but after I got that first section, she's like, no, I don't want to read this. It's like, okay, maybe I'm doing something weird, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Now, I don't know if we're actually going to finish this game up in this episode. There are 17 chapters in total, and, what's the word I'm looking for? There's 17 chapters in total, and I don't know if I'll finish all of it in this episode, but we're going to see how far we can get.
11th November 1942.
And this wasn't here.
The patient speaks very little, refuses food, force-fed with nasal cannula.
Ugh.
2nd February 1943. The lack of kerosene for heating and the shortage of sufficient food is causing a lot of victims in the institution. War spares nobody, not even these alienated creatures. Despite her young age, this patient has become ill because of the cold and malnutrition.
So this was during the Great War. Wow, that's kind of cool. It's the first time they've actually brought it up in the goddamn game. Oh, I don't need to go that way. Oh, come on, there we go. God damn, this game is weird. I'm really still enjoying it, though. Like, I fucking thought I love this game. I'm so glad I bought it. After all the problems that I've had with it. Also, one thing that's super weird about this game is it's freaking killing my what's the word I'm looking for? My graphics card. It's like making it overclock, which is insane. Alright, I don't know. I picked that one up last time. Can I pick this one up? I can. So, I don't know these are from Renee.
In here, nobody laughs. I mean, really laughs. Not those crazy fools who laugh because people say they are mad. I don't know why, because they do really laugh. They say that I'm mad too, but I never feel like laughing. In the past, people laughed at me. But they were right, you know? You can't always cry, and people laugh when they're afraid, don't they? It happened to you, not to me, better so. In short, they do that to show that they're happy. You oughtn't to be offended because it's true, and deep down it's just like having pity, so to speak. But then you think about yourself, and so you laugh to say that it's okay. Everything will get better, that it's all shit. It's all shit, this place. You're not trying to tell me that it's not true, right? An intelligent person, educated, not like me. And if I could see that it's a load of shit, just imagine how much better you understand. No, come on. No, I feel fine here, you know? After all, I can do anything I want or say anything I want. No, come on. No, I feel fine here, you know? After all, I can do anything I want or say anything I want.
Okay, so she repeated herself, and I can't pick the other one up, which sucks, because I would like to show you guys what the other one is. I heard the other one. That one was more or less a lot of her sounding mad in that one, but the other one didn't really have anything. But if you notice, this is an old-style record player, or not record player, but old-style tape recorder. So the tape would be recorded on that, and then it would go through this machine and end up on the other reel. So I'm wondering if once this one stops, maybe I can put the other one on, because I would like to show you guys the other one. I don't know if this will actually stop, if it's all going to go onto that reel, and then I can stop it. I literally can't do anything to it. It would be nice to be able to show you guys the other one, though. Can I take this one off? Can I pick this one up? I can't. Damn it. That sucks. I don't know, maybe it would have been different. But that one's 1943, that one's 1943 as well. Well, that sucks. I can't show you guys the other one, but it was more or less kind of the same thing. It was her talking about she wanted to go home and that she feels fine. Okay, there's a phone ringing. That didn't happen before either. Again, these different branching paths. Where's the... Oh, the phone's right there. Ah, get off the wall. Alright, what's going to happen when I answer this? Hello? Hello? Okay.
28th August, 1942. We hereby communicate the death of Ada T., mother of Renee T., a patient in your institution. No known relative. Sincerely yours, Onofrio P.
So her mother passed away while she was in the institution.
I've nobody left in the world. Nobody at all. Solitude is very strange. It muffles everything, slows it down.
I want to turn this on and show you guys.
Which doesn't emit any sound. A silent shout. I can't stop looking at myself. I will never leave this place. There's nobody for me out there. These walls have become my skin, and the wretched desperation within them is my soul without a voice. Here, nobody weeps anymore. How I would love to feel life, desperation, anger. I've stopped dreaming, daydreaming, maybe even thinking. I've lived in a reality which has corroded me, depriving me of everything, even of my capacity to feel pain.
Okay, so basically that little tape, that was a video recorder thing that I was looking at when I turned it on while she was talking. But in the last part, it was basically her getting escorted into her room, and she sits down and she just sits there, and that's how the whole tape plays out. For some reason it didn't work right there. Also, I just sped up for some reason. I don't understand why. It didn't work. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I already went into the other room, but I wanted to stop the phone from ringing, so maybe I should have done that before I picked up the other thing, but whatever. All it was her just sitting there at a desk. That was all it was. So, am I... I still don't know who the hell I am, either. Does this work? I don't know where I'm going, actually. I have really no idea where I'm going. Oh, there's a staircase. Oh, okay, that's convenient. Again, also, why did I just suddenly speed up? I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Apparently I'm going that way, though, because the door just opened on its own. Okay, it's a weird chair. I think I'm in another part of the hospital that I never explored, or that I've never been to, I should say. This must be the storage end. It's kind of cool. God, this game is pretty. It just blows my mind that this game is making my graphics card work so hard just to work. Whereas none of my other games do. So now I'm outside, but this is a different area. This is like a different entrance. Or maybe is this the backyard? Help. Oh, she doesn't want to talk to me? Fuck. Where am I going? Do I have to go over here? Nope. Okay, that door's locked. I don't want to miss anything. Because missing stuff is how you get off of one path and go into it.
May 1943.
What?
Renee's in a good state of health. She eats and speaks, is orientated in space and time. Therapy suspended. 3rd December. She asks, reasonably, if she can leave the hospital. Evaluate patient for 6 months. 2nd May 1944. Discharge denied, despite favorable psychiatric opinion. The patient has no home or means of support. 4th May. The reasons why discharge is impossible are explained, and in this manner Renee learns of her mother's death 2 years after the fact. 5th May. During the night she tried to kill herself by hanging herself with a sheet, saved by the nurses. Restrained to her bed, she once more tries to kill herself by suffocation. It is decided to perform a transorbital lobotomy.
A what? Why? Because she's fucking depressed? Because she's stuck in an insane asylum when she's probably getting a lot better after she finds out her mother dies after 2 years? So they're going to report... what? They're going to perform a lobotomy on her, which I don't exactly know the whole situation of how it works, but I know it's really bad. They're going to perform that on her because she's depressed that her mother died, and she has nowhere else to go, and she's more or less condemned here for the rest of her life? Are you kidding me? Wow, that is shitty. That's really shitty that they would just, oh yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do this now. Like, what the fuck? Now the game's just getting fucking weird. So all of these doors are locked. I guess I have to go this way. I just wanted to see if there's any other thing. I don't want to miss anything. God damn, dude. These hospital people were assholes. Oh, your mom's dead after 2 years? Pfft, fuck you. Chapter 15. Final chapter. Oh. Oh, this is... Lobotomies don't work! The use of lobotomy spread rapidly in Italy compared to other European countries. In America, the original technique pioneered by A.E. Morris was perfected in 1937 by A. Fimberti, who convinced the first form of translobotomy... Okay. The operation involved gaining access to the frontal lobes of the brain by sawing through the bones of the orbit above the eyelids and damaged the lobes by means of an alcohol or injection by using a special instrument. Contrary to what was often thought, the patient did not always receive invalidating damage, although this was often the case. Moniz was awarded the Nobel Prize for Medicine in 1949. This therapy gradually fell into disuse after the discovery of I don't know what that is, in 1951. They take a stick and fucking stab your brain, more or less, is what they do. That's what okay. Oh, good. We're gonna see it happen. Good. Wow, this is the first real cutscene we've really got into, aside from the really long hallway. I thought there were 17 chapters. Did I miss one? Oh my god, this is the worst thing you can do. Ugh. How does it work? They take a stick, shove it in your eye, or like a metal rod, shove it in your fucking eyeball, take a hammer and tink, and tap your brain and pray to God you don't have an aneurysm while you're laying there on the goddamn table. How could they do that to people? Who thought of that? Like, that doctor originally brought it up. How the hell did he just like say, oh, maybe hitting you in the head with this might work. Good God. What the hell is wrong with people? The frontal lobe of your brain is more or less like, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be like your, I don't know the workings of your brain or whatnot. I'll probably get this wrong. But the frontal lobe of your brain, I thought, is supposed to be like who you more or less are. It's like your personality and everything. So I don't know what the lobotomy is supposed to do. Like, oh, great, I get to see it from this angle. Good. 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 Oh my God, I do not want to watch this. Oh. Oh God. Oh. 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 And she can feel that. Yeah, sure. Just fucking hit it a couple more times. Why don't you? Good God. Ugh. No. Oh. Yeah, just working around. Why not? Oh. Huh. Whew. Medical stuff doesn't bother me. Gore doesn't bother me. Bugs are really my only thing, but having something shoved more or less...
June 1944. Operation successful. Patient tranquil and collaborative. Motor coordination capacity reduced, but she's improving. Transferred to the tranquil department in the care of Dr. B. 25th of October. Continues to talk about Amara and her doll, Charlotte. The disturbances of motor capacity show slight signs of improvement. Difficulty walking, not capable of riding, and the nurses report that they have to help her dress, wash, and feed herself. In the summer of 1944, Renee was transferred back into my department. Aware of little, indifferent, hardly ever spoke. One day, she said, "When I find the courage to look at myself in the mirror, I see a young face which is aged and looks at me full of fear. She is a woman now who has changed profoundly compared to the girl that I had under my care several years ago. Only the sadness of her gaze and her intelligence are unchanged. She's so young, just 23 years old, but is lacking all vitality. Perhaps her condition may improve, but probably not. Her life has been thrown away, and nobody did a thing to try to avoid this."
And that's how the game ends. So the lobotomy basically fucked her entire rest of her life up. Oh yeah, it was real successful, but she lost all motor function. And more or less was just like... That's fucked, dude. That is seriously fucked. She more or less lost the rest of her life for nothing. 23 years old, she lost her parents, and she got stuck staying there the rest of her life, unable to move. That is just straight fucked. That's a shitty way to go, in my opinion. Because what can you do? Like, I've told my parents countless times, if something ever happens to me, like if I get into an accident and I become more or less a vegetable, where all I can do is lay there and like just look around. If I can't move my arms and legs, I don't want to live. That's my opinion. Everybody will have their own opinion on something like that, but I literally cannot stand. I could not fathom the thought of going through life without being able to more or less do whatever I want. I understand that there are a lot of people out there that have medical problems where they can't, like they have a messed up arm or leg or something like that. Like they can't, people who can't walk, people who can't use their arms, stuff like that. People who are blind, who can't read, who can't see. But like if I literally got into like a car accident and all of a sudden I couldn't do what I did before, not after a short amount of time at least, I don't think I could deal with it. I really couldn't, because I'm so used to how I am now. I understand if you're born with it, you kind of get used to it, but that was a really good game. And apparently this was more or less, this is based on a true story, or true events at least. I don't know if this character was real, but yeah, so that was the Town of Light. I don't know if I can go back to the, I can, cool. So what did I get? Yep, okay. So chapter 14 is it's all more or less the same. I'm very curious what the other ending is though. I'm wondering if this ending might end up making her die. I don't know. I really have no idea. I don't know what this other path does. I don't know what the difference would be. But wow, that was a really powerful and really cool game. Let's check out her diary if the game doesn't decide to freak out and crash, because whenever I try to do anything in this game, it'll crash. Oh, cool. Oh, this is actually really cool. This is the office I was in. Oh, okay, so I'm guessing these are all the pages and notes. Oh, this was her diary. My mom is Renee. They told me that I have to write this diary, but I don't feel like it. It's not... Oh, my name is Renee, sorry. It's not like I feel better when I write. Actually, it's worse. I was a shy girl, and I can't read that. I just wanted to be like the others, but that's not what happened. No, I did things that if I think about them now, eventually they brought me here. Oh, it's kind of hard to read. Like, I've never been good at cursive, so... God damn! Everything wanted with that damn light. Everything I can't see. This is really hard to read, but this is her diary that she kept here. Ah, and that's in Italian, and this is English. It happened for the first time when I was still a little girl. I was 6 or 7. I was walking outside school when suddenly the noise started to melt into an... I can't read this shit. I'll go through and flip through the pages. If you guys want to stop, pause it, and read it, you can. But I can't read this stuff. It's just like, it's too... I can't write cursive. So, I mean, I figured I might as well put that up there. There's Charlotte. I'll pan it over here so you guys can actually read the stuff. Holy shit, that's terrifying. Good God. So you can see the madness start to take her, more or less. This is a hell of a journal. This is really well done. The developers put this in after the game was released as like a DLC patch that was sent with it. This was a good game. Aside from the problems that I had with this game, it was a good game. And I'm not blaming it on the developers. I don't know why I've had so many problems with it. It's so annoying when I have to literally uninstall and reinstall the game every time I wanted to play it. But after that, like, goddamn, this was a really good game. A lot of the shit, I knew a lot of stuff that happened just because this whole, especially when it comes to like horror stuff, this type of thing, psychiatric stuff, like, I'm not into medical stuff, but just the shit that these people had to go through was insane. Yeah, I was not going to read all this anyway. Just the amount of stuff that these people had to go through was nuts. And what they thought was good medical practice wasn't. This girl could draw really well. And just the shit that these people had to go through was insane. And then especially when they combine it into, like, what's the word I'm looking for? When they combine it into, like, horror stuff, that stuff always improves. Like, one of my favorite horror movies is Grave Encounters and Grave Encounters 2. B-rated. They're very, very B-rated horror movies, but if you've never seen them, they're actually pretty good because the shit that they record and everything, it's more or less kind of like a Blair Witch style where somebody's holding a camera the entire time. There's a group of other people, but they're paranormal people that go through and they try to debunk stuff. Well, one of the places they go to is an insane asylum in Toronto, Canada that's actually haunted. So it's really cool in that scenario. I love that style of stuff. Like, real events that lead to horror stuff is awesome to me. But anyway, that was the Town of Light. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this game. Again, I apologize for so many problems and delays in the episode, but we finally got through it. I don't know how to even get started on the other section. Maybe one day I'll go back and do them. I don't know what the difference actually is. I don't know. I don't know what the difference between the two chapters or the two scenarios are, but maybe one day I'll go revisit it. So anyway, that's all the time I got for you today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this game. If you guys want to play it, pick it up for yourself. I'll put a link to the Steam store page in the description below. I recommend it. It's a good game. And that's all the time I got for you today, guys. So thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to check out the annotations. They're going to spawn right here for more videos that I've done. And I'll see you guys next time. Maniacs out. I picked the cube up. It was in my thing and it just vanished. How does this keep happening? Oh, okay. Whoa.
How could a soul survive in this hell? I wish to